Good morning students, welcome to your computer class. I am Sanam. So students, today we will be discussing the answer for the questions which we have done after Wednesday. So till Wednesday we have answered some questions. So today we are going to move further, and after Wednesday whatever work has been completed we are going to discuss the answers for it. So let's start the class. So the first thing here is that we have question number 3 of answer the following, which is define body tag. Now when we're talking about define body tag, if you turn to page number uh, 51, you can see there are so many points we have been talking about here. There are a few points which I'm going to walk you through. The first thing is that the body tag is a container tag. Now you can mention that it encloses all the tags that describes the content layout of the web page. You can mention the confined passage within the opened and closed body tag comprises of an image, link, fact, text, etc. If you have mentioned that then also it is fine. You can mention in total there are 5 attributes of body tag. If you have mentioned that also, then it is considered as fine. Next thing is the second part of the question. So define body tag, if you have mentioned 2 points, then it's considered sufficient. Next point is name some of the important attributes of body tag. Now attributes, we are going to talk about the BG color. The first thing, this attribute is used to change the background color of the web page. Next we will talk about the background, which is this attribute is used to set an image at the background of the web page, or you can mention that you have to specify the path of the image file to be displayed in the background, so that is also fine. Text, this attribute gives color effect to the text of the web page. Next is left margin, which is this attribute is used to set the amount of space to be left blank from the margin browser window. Its value is specified in pixels, then also it is considered as fine. So next is top margin. This attribute is used to set the amount of space to the left from the margin. You can write this in your own words, because the left margin is mostly related to the left blank space and the top margin is mostly related to the top blank space. So if you have mentioned these in your answers in your own words, then your answer is considered as complete. Please ensure that you mention about all the 5 attributes in the answer. Moving to the next question, what is the face and size attribute of font tag? Now face, it is used to change. Now if you remember when I was talking about the font tag, the face value, we were talking about the font type, what kind of font type we are going to put there, what kind of text, right? So it's more related to the cosmetic kind of a thing, so you can mention it there. And next you can mention it is about the size. So if you have mentioned 1 point about face, then it is fine. You can mention 1 more point about the size. This attribute is used to specify the size of the next text of the text, and you can mention the value of this attribute lies between 1 to 7, where the size 1 is the smallest and the 7th is the largest. So if you mention these points, so this is a rough background I am talking about. Roughly if your answer is somewhere here, then your answer is considered as complete. Moving to the next one, next question is, how would you specify the thickness of a horizontal line? Now how would you specify? The answer is you can specify the width of the horizontal by using the size attribute of the HR tag, which is angle bracket open, HR, angle bracket close, and tag. Now for a point, you can mention that for appointing the width line with the specific thickness, the value should be entered in pixels. This is just a rough example I have given. There are so many things to write about horizontal line. You can mention it there. So let me talk about few more things here. So horizontal line, you can also mention about, there are in total 5 attributes. You can mention the syntax there. Syntax would be angle bracket open, HR, and angle bracket close, and then it is dot dot dot. You can mention that this is an empty tag. If you remember when I was talking about the tags, we also discussed about that HR tag is an empty tag. Now next comes, the next question is write a short note on center tag. So question number 5, if you have written 2 points, answer is complete. On a short note, you can write any 2 to 3 points of your choice. The first is the function of the center tag is very similar to the center alignment because it puts the text in the center. You can mention that this tag is used to align the text in the same center of the browser window. You can mention about the syntax, which is angle bracket open, center, dot, dot, dot. You can mention, you can put angle bracket open, / center. So on and off switch, which I'm basically talking about. You can mention both the on and off switch here. You can mention this tag is a container tag, and it's also getting closed with the pair of the angle brackets. So any of the 2 points if you have mentioned, or if you have mentioned about any other thing apart from this, which is then it's perfectly fine, but we'll have to ensure that the topic should address the center tag query. Moving to the next question. This is our fun time, students, which is in page number 61. I hope all of you would have solved it. So let's try to match the answer for it. Now we'll start with number 1. Number 1, you can see it is written as BG color, that is BGCOLOR. Number 2 is color, which is COLOR. Number 3 is face, which is FACE. Number 4 is background, which is BACKGROUND. Fifth is align, which is ALIGN. Number 6th would be no shade, which is NOSHADE. So it is vertical, no shade. So NOSHADE. Number 8 is text, which is TEXT. Number 9 is size, which is SIZ or ZE, which is size. And number 10 is body, which is BODY. Now this is how your answer will look like. If in case if you have answered it in the same pattern, then your answer is complete. If there is any small correction, please go ahead and make those corrections in your textbook. Now students, this also brings us to the end of this chapter. So we are going to stop our class here. The next thing what we will be doing for homework is we will be completing our correction work. So this is the last class of this week, computer. So we are going to meet again with a new chapter, and just in case if you have any questions or any queries, feel free to reach me out through the comment section, and I would be more than happy to address your concerns. So students, the virus pandemic in Fatehpur is getting from bad to worse, so it's very, very important for all of us to remain safe. So please stay at home and stay safe, and try to avoid moving out. Always use a mask or a hand sanitizer whenever you are moving out, and keep the moving out to the minimum. Encourage your family members to stay at home, because this is the crucial time. Slowly the numbers are increasing, and it's important that we play an important role in the society to bringing this pandemic down. So students, God bless us all, and hope very soon we will overcome this crisis. So all of you, stay home, stay safe, and thank you.